Hey everyone, this is Kaifu here with game 1 in the series between Cameron and Kaifu. With Cameron on my right side is playing Charlotte, while on your left side we have Kaifu, aka yours truly, is playing Shion. So this will be a Shion versus a Charlotte matchup. Now Shion is a very straightforward ruler, you don't need much explanation from that. Able to check top card, give you the extra information, and give you the extra advantage, so you can be a bit more reckless, play a bit more safe as well if you really want to. While on my opponent's side, I feel he's playing Charlotte. Now Charlotte is a very underrated ruler, even I underrated as well. I did not expect him to do so well at World Championship this year. Because the fact that it did so well is because that you have the ability to slow down your opponent. So if your opponent is playing an aggressive type of deck, you can slow it down by paying one blue resource and discard one card to tap down your opponent. And also have the ability to replenish your hand as well when you judgment. So you draw, most of the time you only draw up to 5 cards, for mostly 5 cards. Say for example you have 2 cards in hand, when it comes to play you draw 3 cards because you can only draw 5 cards from the enter build from Charlotte. Not only that, Charlotte has a removal build as well. Pay 1 blue, 1 colorless, discard a card from your hand and bounce a card or bounce a resonator from your opponent's field or the opponent's field to your owner's hand. So really good card, because meaning that you can actually do those nifty plays, like for example attack really big cards directly to your opponent declares a block, pay 1 blue, 1 colorless, discard a card from your hand, bounce it back, so you get the damage go through and you remove the problem of the field as well. So yeah, let's get back to the game itself. Currently life point wise 4,000 compared to 4,000. Now my strategy is that I'm trying to drop Hulong very early in the game, so this is a Sacred Beast Shion build, which I did an analysis on in my previous video. So this is a combo type of deck along with backup with a lot of cancel spells. Now usually I'm able to get Hulong on the field by turn 3, but the issue is that I didn't draw any of my ramp cards like Magic Stone Analysis, Sacred Elf, and Melfi. I didn't draw any of those, so pretty much I am a bit slow behind at the moment, shall I say. But however, I did draw a lot of cancel spells, like I think Double Seal, Wind and Light, 2 War Wind, and so on. So at least I know that I'll be safe for a while, so I can prevent my opponent from doing anything, while I'll slowly set up for my Hulong play. So usually I don't really play like this because my hand was all about just cancel spell. I can't do much, and I have a Hulong hand which is unplayable at the moment, so I have to wait for a couple of turns. Now I did use my Hydromonica to sacrifice it to add 1 card on top of the deck before my draw phase. Now the reason being is because I need some way to speed my deck up, because I am way behind at the moment in the strategy I'm trying to do. Usually if my strategy of Hulong is delayed at the moment because I didn't draw any of my ramp cards, I can at least do Captain Hook turn 3 play. But however, my bad luck in this current game at the moment, I drew the Captain Hook in my hand, so I can't Captain Hook at the moment, because the reason being I only play 1 Captain Hook in the deck. So pretty much if I want to Captain Hook with Shion's combination, I have to leave the Captain Hook in the deck, but I drew into it, so I can't do much about it. So I play another Hydromonica, so Hydromonica at least allows me to tutor for another card, or I can put another card back to the bottom of the deck at least, so I don't need to dead draw into it. For example, Sacred Beast. Now, the reason that I'm using Shion, a lot of people are asking why don't you use Precious. Now, Precious is a good card, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't add any advantage for me to use. It only gives me the advantage that I'll play any color I want for Sacred Beast. So this which is benefit for playing a lot of basic Magic Stones, so you can avoid Captain Hook, but it doesn't give you that much advantage at the moment compared to other decks. So if your opponent is playing like a whole bunch of special Magic Stone and you can't keep up with it, well, because you can't do much with your special with your normal basic Magic Stone. So it does have the ramp, you do have the stuff and so on, but you need more colors. From my point of view, that makes sense. He's trying to space time at the moment to my Sacred Elf, but I do have the War Wind to prevent it from happening, so might as well stop it. You know what, I'm not letting you get that +1 from killing my Resonate and drawing a card. So I drew another Seal, Wind and Light, so that allows me to cancel more play. Now back to the topic, why I'm playing Shion. Now Shion again provides extra information, and her Hydromonica is very good. As if I need my win condition, I can search for Hulong by paying 1 resource before the draw phase. Not only that, if I see Sacred Elf at the top of my deck, not Sacred Elf, Sacred Beast on top of my deck, I can at least put it back to the bottom and hopefully not draw into it. So it gives me the upper hand I need. So next, my opponent tried to flip his Stealth Resonator, but I actually War Winded, so he can't get the play off. So at the moment, my opponent is slowed down dramatically. thanks to me drawing all majority of the cancel spells, so I'm like, yeah, I got this. I can cancel all the majority of play. So he can't really do much at the moment because I've been preventing his play at the moment. But that also says that I haven't been doing much at the moment because I've been just canceling his play. Again, usually that's not the strategy. The strategy is try to drop Hulong and gain a lot of field advantage, because Hulong gives you a total of +7. You draw a card from the dragon, you burn a card off the field, you bounce a card back, and you heal life. And you get all those by paying one card in the field. So that's a lot of benefit. So it's very hard for your opponent, especially in the early game, to get that kind of advantage back to them, because you got a +7 and your opponent, well, what can they do, to be honest? They can't really do much in the early game especially. I dropped Melfi in before the recover phase. Now a lot of people say, why didn't you drop the end phase? Well, I just drew it at the start of my draw phase. Now reason why I just did it now is because I do have double Seal, Wind, and Light in my hand, so that gives me the option to double cancel if necessary. So I'm just dropping the Melfi now, so I don't have to do it on my opponent's end phase, just in case those standbys face down, because I don't know what it is. I already know that I cancel at least one of the cards already, so I don't need to worry about those. So at the moment I have 7 resources to play with. Now I could have played Hulong at the moment, but however my Melfi cannot be activated at the moment because it has been under summoning sickness. So that will leave me a bit wide open to get countered by. I'm assuming one of those face down is Lunar Lake, so I'm assuming he won't work for me at this time. So that's why I'm saying I'm gonna pass turn, and he does have another Stealth Resonance, so I'm gonna cancel that play with another Silver Light, slowing him down again. And to make matters worse, I have another Silver Light in my hand, so he can't do much for a while until maybe I used up all my cancel spell and not hit that until my Hulong resolve as well. That's the only scenario here able to use in his mechanic at the moment. Now that face down card has been there for quite some time now, so I'm expecting it's not the Executioner. If it was Executioner, it would kill my Sacred Elf already, or my Melfi even. I'm not expecting it to be anything that he can trigger off. Like, the only thing anyone else will play is Lunar Lake. Lunar Lake is the only card that I am assuming that hasn't been played at the moment. So I'm assuming that's Lunar Lake from my point of view. So now I have 8 resources to play, so I can play 6 for my Hulong, and I have at least 2 left over for Silver Light. However, I'm kind of scared because my opponent does have 6 resources open, but I did notice that my opponent doesn't play a lot of instant speed cards, so I'm going to play Hulong at the moment, risking it for the chance that he doesn't kill it or anything. Even if he does, I still have a Silver Light in my hand to prevent it from happening. Now I have a red Magic Stone, blue Magic Stone, and so on. I have all the colors I need to play Hulong. So now I'm going to try to resolve Hulong at the moment, and he actually does have Lunar Lake. So now I prevent that from happening once more using Seal, Wind, and Light. So a lot of plays going to my favor, and my opponent is not having a good day at all. I think I cancelled 4 of his play. I used 2 Whirlwinds and 2 Seal, Wind, and Light already. I cancelled 4 of his play already, so that is very bad for my opponent at the moment. And not to make matters worse, my Hulong resolved, so making it a lot more harder for my opponent, because even if he kills my Hulong, I still have Sacred Beast. If he kills my Sacred Beast, I got them for free. So I got a total of a lot of free advantage at the moment. Now this is only a +4, usually it's a +7, but my opponent feels very empty. Actually it's +5 actually, yeah, it's +5 because I draw 1 card. So yeah, I can't really do much at the moment, so I don't get the +7, but I do get the +5 off, so it's still a +5, you can't argue with that, it's a +5 still. So I'm doing all bouncing and burning against Hulong because I don't want to kill anything else. So Hulong took some damage and so on, so don't need to worry about too much because he won't be dying anytime soon. I'm going straight to my combat phase and attack with the Phoenix directly to do some minor damage, and that's the first damage I have dealt, or this game has happened. So however, he does use the time space from his graveyard and kill my Phoenix, and he draws a card. Now I didn't really care too much because again I got those cards out on the field for free, while my opponent has to waste some resource from his graveyard, and especially time space. Time space can be very helpful later in the game, and yeah, but sadly he has to use it on my Phoenix, so he doesn't want to take the damage. But if I was him, I would have taken the damage because it's only 400. The worst scenario is that I can't play anything next turn. I have to get rid of the field right away. Maybe that's the reason why, but yeah, he turned my Hulong into a bear and lightning strike it. So he actually used Transformation Bear. Transformation Bear is an instant speed, can activate from graveyard as well. What this does is that target resident on the field becomes a 4/4 bear and it loses all abilities until end of turn. So lightning strike it will be enough just to kill my Hulong. Losing the Hulong wasn't too bad because I'm like, it did its job. I still have some pluses on the field because my opponent itself is like nagging so much because he used time space to kill my Phoenix, which is from his graveyard, so he got +1 out of that, but I got +1 as well, so that neutralized. He lightning strike and then use a bear as well, so he's using a lot of cards just to kill my field, so I'm not too afraid because he used a lot of resources from his hand and his graveyard, so I'm not too scared at the moment because I'm still having the field advantage, which is very important because I can just wing a lot of damage at the moment, and he just passed turn. So I'm assuming he doesn't have a lot of plays at the moment, so at this point, I'm taking this opportunity to do some minor damage because my opponent is playing very defensively at the moment from what I'm noticing. So I'm like, I'm not sure why he's playing so defensively when he can take a little bit of damage. And yeah, so I'm like looking at my hand, let's see what I can do. I tap for another Magic Stone, so I can get more resources and so on. Just in case he does play Captain Hook. I don't know what he plays in his main board. If he plays Captain Hook, he will shoot to my Magic Stone. My Shion at the moment can't really do much because I don't have anything besides Captain Hook in the for Shion's ability. Well, people say, why don't you play Celestial and more Captain Hook? Now, here's my point. Captain Hook is only very good in the early game. When it comes to mid to late game, it's pretty mediocre. It doesn't really do much. So that's why I only play one Captain Hook. Now, why don't I play Celestial and Lucifer combo? Well, space issue. It's already a 41 card deck already, so I can't really spend any more like space for them. That's the thing. Yeah. So at the moment, my opponent is using Chalice's ability, tapping down my board and using what's that resonate call again? The one active from graveyard. Izazami? Was it Izazami? I can't remember. The Darkness Resonant by paying 5 resource, removing graveyard, killing Resonant on the field. That's a lot of resource had to play. He tapped down to my Resonant by sacrificing 2 cards from his hand, and he used a removal spell from his graveyard to kill my dragon. So for me, it's a perfect trade-off. I didn't lose anything. He lost 2 cards from his hand by tapping down my resource. I'm not tapping down my Resonant, so I'm not too afraid at the moment. So at the moment I play Captain Hook, I'm like, you know what, I can't do anything else, I might as well drop the Captain Hook. Now in this scenario, Captain Hook doesn't get a lot of like oomph, it's not that powerful. So whatever Magic Stone I hit him with, he still have 5 resources to play with. So it doesn't really matter. So I just targeted 2 black-blue Magic Stones because just had to hit something. So I might just hit those 2. And not only that, because he doesn't have much plays at the moment, so just hitting the stone is the only option I have. Yeah, let's see how it goes for now. But however, I do have a Hydromonica in play still, so at least I know for the fact that I can sacrifice my Hydromonica, search for Hulong before my draw phase, put it on top of the deck, and draw into it, which is great to mean that I can resolve my Hulong once more. And if he does have another Lunar Lake, I have that Seal Winter Light in my hand, ready to protect me. So at the moment, field-wise, 1 Tiger, 1 Turtle, 1 Captain Hook, 1 Melfi, 1 Sacred Elf compared to nothing on the field, but he does have a lot of resources open, but then again I have 4 resources open at the same time, so I can like play counter war with him if necessary. So he's going to his aim place now and activate my Hydromonica by sacrificing it, putting a key card on top of my deck, which is the Hulong. Hydromonica is a great card, like even you don't play with Shion, it's a great card. It chooses for any card you want in the main board. So if you're playing a control variant deck or even combo based deck, you need like pieces go on, just play it. It's just very good. Yes, if you're not playing Shion, it costs you 2 resources, but it doesn't matter too much because 2 resources is not that big, so you can just get along with it. Like it's not that bad. So at the moment, my opponent has a lot of resources open, so I'm going to commit to my battle phase at the moment and see what he does. So he's going to activate Transformation again into my Captain Hook into a bear, and then I'm assuming he'll Lightning Strike it. Yep, he does Lightning Strike it. Yep, Lightning Striking my Captain Hook, not doing lethal damage or not doing a lot of damage on the board, but I'm still going to my combat phase because I can attack with the Turtle and the Tiger. And plus I have a lot of resources open anyway, so, and know that he doesn't know what card I add top of the deck, so I added Hulong. so meaning that he has to find some way to stop Hulong from resolving. And even he has Lunar Light in his hand, I got the Seal Winter Light, so I have a pretty good strong field advantage at the moment. And my opponent doesn't have a lot of field advantage at the moment because he has barely anything, or I should say nothing at all. I was shuffling and I dropped my Melfi, and I'll play Hydromonica to see if he can do anything, but he doesn't do anything. So at this point in time, like, he's not doing anything, I might as well go out and play my Hulong now. So I tap my 2 elves pretty much, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Tap my 2 elves, and tapping down my basic magic stone, because obviously I don't need my basic magic stone, I just need my special stone up. The basic magic stones are just for magic stone analysis. And it resolves, obviously getting my 4 sacred beasts out, like putting a lot of pressure, gaining a lot of field advantage once more. So now I'm gonna burn off the Melfi and then bounce it back. So pretty much just bounce and resolve first, and obviously I didn't lose the Melfi, and now that Melfi can get quick casted because I have 4 resource open still, so putting myself in a strong position. Not only that, I still have a lot of fuel present, and my Hulong is sitting on 1616, so I don't think he can really do much at the moment. So yeah, trying to burn the Melfi, and I'll bounce back my Melfi now, so I heal up to 6,000 light, so it's gonna be a long time for my opponent to heal me. And my opponent's like, you know what, I'm gonna scoop it up, I can't really do much at the moment. So that's the game, guys. Thank you for watching, thank you to this guy, hope you guys enjoyed it. Please stay tuned for game 2.